Hello.
This conference will now be recorded.
I'm calling the Board of Finance meeting for March 24 to order. It's now 7 o'clock. Pledge of Allegiance. Would you like to do the Pledge of Allegiance? I know you like that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. 2 items underway. All right. Minutes of the preceding meeting. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Second.
And we have a second. Any comments, corrections, additions, subtractions, multiplications?
There were 2 minor corrections that I gave her.
Okay. All right. All in favor? Aye. All right. And
Micah?
Micah, you're there and that's an aye. You're muted.
Well, yeah, what were the corrections?
One was forum, and it should have been forum, and then the other one was K to 1, and it should have been Avon.
Oh, okay.
Type for her.
Minor stuff. Okay, got it. Misspellings. Okay.
Everybody's.
All right, everybody's in
Aye.
favor. Carried unanimously. Communications from the audience. Going once, going twice, 3 times. Okay. Communications from members. Number 5. Going once, twice, 3 times. All right. Finance Director's report, miscellaneous. Would you like to rock and roll?
Yes, thank you. I'll take you through the February 2025 monthly financial report. In terms of revenues, not a whole lot new to report on. Current levy collections remain strong as we typically see on an annual basis, so this year is no different. License fees and permits are particularly strong this year in terms of building permit fee revenues. And so that's something that we've highlighted over the past couple of months, and that has continued into February. In terms of intergovernmental grant receipts, we did receive $632,648 of excess cost grant funds from the state for special education. We do expect to receive another grant amount in May that will be revised based on submissions from the Board of Education. Other than that, in terms of revenues, charges for services remain low at this point in time of the year. That's no different than in preceding years because most of that revenue comes in closer to the end of the year in June. And interest income remains strong throughout fiscal year 2025. As far as expenditures, nothing particularly interesting to report. When you account for the fact that there are some annual costs that are recorded early in the fiscal year, if you prorate those, the town operating expenditures for the period ending February 28th are at 65.71% of what was budgeted, which given the point in time of the fiscal year that we're in is right on course with what we would expect to see. And as we've noted in previous meetings, the health and social services line is pretty well over budget, and that is being driven by the Avon Place fire and assistance that's been provided to the residents in fiscal year 25 as it relates to that. Other than that, I don't really have anything to add other than what is presented in the report, and I'll take any questions.
Any questions?
No, just a comment that interest income is on target to be at current rate 2.544 million. If you annualize it to.
Yeah, is that based off, so you're basing that off the
Just what this says.
other local revenues?
Yes.
Yeah, so that includes other components. Interest income's the biggest one. It's not everything. I think, you're looking at north of $2 million on interest income alone.
Okay. No other questions. All right, old business. Review and discussion, the 2025-2026 budget.
So you've been provided with the updated budget that was approved by the town council at their meeting on March 6, 2025, along with your packets. The background memo includes some key dates that are coming up, including the public hearing date for April 7th. That'll be held in the senior center in a hybrid format. And the Board of Finance budget workshop, which is scheduled for April 9th, also at the senior center in a hybrid format. One other thing that's noted in your background memo is that there is a special town council meeting scheduled for Wednesday of this week to discuss House Bill 7067 that was signed by the governor on March 3rd. What this relates to is the way motor vehicles are valued in the 2024 grand list. And so a little bit of background on that. Historically, towns have valued motor vehicles in the same way that they value other property. It's based on estimated market value. So every year, motor vehicles would be updated to an estimated market value based on the National Auto Dealers Association updated pricing for that particular year. And so the values would have a tendency to fluctuate. For Grand List 2024, the state implemented a new methodology for valuing motor vehicles in terms of Grand List valuation. And what that is you take each vehicle's MSRP and you apply it to a depreciation schedule. So each year, the vehicle is valued at a certain percentage of its MSRP. And each year, based on the schedule, that valuation will decrease. So what happened as a result of this change in methodology, many municipalities saw a pretty significant decrease in their motor vehicle grand list. In response to that, the state has passed this bill, which gives municipalities a local option to revise that depreciation schedule and increase the value of each motor vehicle at each level of that depreciation schedule to try to respond to the frustration that I think some municipalities have had with respect to the loss of revenue associated with this change in valuation. So we are having this special town meeting with the town council to discuss the potential to give consideration to that local option that's been made available. And one thing that we do note with respect to that is that by enacting this local option, what you're doing is you're not increasing any revenue to the town. The property tax levy in terms of the proposed budget does not change. What you would be doing is you'd be shifting the way that property tax levy is distributed amongst the taxpayers in town, with a shift more towards motor vehicles and less towards real estate and personal property. And so we did want to keep you updated with respect to that meeting that was going to take place. In addition to that, we've also provided you with a couple of presentations, one of which was given at the March 6th Town Council meeting to give an overview of the proposed budget, and the other is a draft of the Board of Finance public hearing presentation that is drafted to be presented on April 7th at the public hearing. So we provided those to you. I'm not sure how you want to approach, going over those, if you want to take a look at them in more detail, or if you had any questions about what we presented.
Now, my memory, shall we say the blue one, I believe we already reviewed that in a fair bit of detail on each slide.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
That's the one that's drafted for the presentation at the public hearing.
Correct. Okay. And the proposed budget, the green one.
The
Got it.
green one is the one that was presented at the town council meeting on March 6th. And I should point out there's a lot of similarities between the two of them. The town council presentation is kind of the basis for a lot of what's included in the Board of Finance presentation. You'll recall that every public hearing, there's a Board of Finance presentation on the budget. I should say every budget public hearing that takes place in April. We made some changes to the presentation this year. In previous years, we've kind of rolled forward the old presentation and updated figures, but we took some steps to sort of simplify and refocus this presentation for this fiscal year.
Okay. Do any members want to have a more detailed presentation? All right, I assume not. Nope, all right. Okay, so let's go to the next item, which is new business. 2425-17, supplemental appropriation emergency management performance grant of $25,000.
So this is a resolution for a supplemental appropriation of grant funding from the State Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection. Every year we get, and many municipalities get grant funding that's passed through this department for emergency management performance. Over the course of this every year, there is some funding that is unclaimed, and at the end of the year, that just kind of stays with the State Department. This fiscal year, the state has made some of that funding that's accumulated and gone unclaimed over the course of the past few years available to municipalities for application. And the town of Avon did apply and was awarded a grant in the amount of $25,000. Bruce Appel provided the memo that's included in your packet to detail how those funds would be used to make improvements to the town's emergency operations center. The town council approved this resolution at their last meeting.
Okay. Just so I understand it, can you outline what the improvements are going to be? I understand it's a little less. You have perfect vision and sound.
It's only $190 less.
Go pull up Bruce's memo.
Houston, this paragraph right here.
Thanks. So
Okay, got it.
installation of wall monitors, AV equipment, interior window shading, computer system. They're also looking to purchase a computer and docking station as well.
All right, for the police department.
For the emergency operations center, which is located in the police department, yes.
Got it.
Move to
Okay.
approve.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Sounds unanimous. Okay. Any other and further business? I hate to say it, but this is like we're moving at rocket speed. All right, hearing none. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Carries unanimously. We are adjourned at 7:16.